Welcome back to Prince Bikes Update, the channel where we bring you the latest and most exciting updates from the world of two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into a machine that brings classic styling into the modern age of the 2025 Yamaha SR550. This isn't just a bike. It's a statement on the road. Sleek, minimalistic, retro-inspired yet technologically refined, the SR550 pays homage to the original senior series, but comes packed with a whole new flavor that's hard to resist. From the first glance, the 2025 SR550 immediately grabs your attention with its classic silhouette. The front end is pure elegance with a round LED headlamp encased in a brushed metal housing, delivering a vintage look without compromising modern visibility. Yamaha made sure the proportions hit that nostalgic sweet spot, of the wide, flat handlebars give it that relaxed upright stance, while the fork gaiters hint at its old-school roots. Right under the headlamp, you'll find a subtle Yamaha emblem etched with laser precision, a detail that speaks volumes about the craftsmanship. Slide your eyes to the side and you'll appreciate the clean, streamlined profile that defines this bike. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank features a deep gloss finish, available in classic black, vintage silver, and a deep burgundy that looks absolutely stunning under the sun. There's also a special edition with gold pinstripes for those who love a bit more flair. The tank seamlessly blends into the flat, tuck-and-roll stitched seat, ideal for both solo and occasional two-up rides. You'll notice how the air-cooled engine is exposed just enough to showcase its retro character, but finished in matte black to keep the aesthetics cohesive. As we move toward the rear, the back end keeps things simple but sharp. The tail section is short and well-trimmed, carrying a classic round taillight that pairs perfectly with the overall vintage theme. Turn signals are compact but bright, and the license plate holder is cleanly integrated, avoiding any visual clutter. The dual rear shocks give it a balanced look and hint at its comfortable ride quality. Chrome detailing on the exhaust adds a touch of class, and that upswept muffler with a brushed metal finish gives the bike just the right amount of aggression. Whether parked or rolling down the road, the SR550 is undeniably cool from every angle. Now let's talk about what powers this beauty. Under the hood, under the tank you've got a newly developed 550cc single-cylinder engine. It's a 4-stroke, air and oil-cooled motor designed for smooth power delivery and reliable performance. Yamaha calls this engine a perfect blend of heritage and innovation. It produces around 40 horsepower and close to 45 Nm of torque, enough to make your city rides punchy and your highway cruises relaxed. The fuel injection system has been tuned for responsive throttle input while maintaining efficiency, and yes, it sounds just as good as it looks. That distinctive thump from the exhaust has been carefully engineered to echo the legendary SR400, only deeper and richer. Performance-wise, the 2025 SR550 is all about refined simplicity. It's not trying to be a sport bike, and that's the beauty of it. Acceleration is linear, gear shifts are butter-smooth thanks to the 5-speed gearbox, and the clutch action is light, perfect for everyday commutes or weekend joyrides. The bike sits on a double cradle steel frame that offers the right balance between rigidity and comfort. Suspension duties are handled by telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear, both tuned more for comfort than aggressive cornering, though the SR550 handles twists and turns with surprising poise. It's nimble, forgiving, and confidence-inspiring, especially for riders stepping up from smaller displacements. Braking comes courtesy of a single-disc setup at both front and rear, backed up by dual-channel ABS for safety. The bite from the brakes is progressive, not too sharp, not too soft, ideal for the kind of relaxed riding this bike promotes. Tires are retro-styled with a modern compound 18 inches up front and 17 at the rear, offering a good mix of traction and old-school appearance. Fuel economy? Expect around 28 to 30 km per liter under real-world conditions, which is more than decent for a 550cc engine. And with a fuel tank capacity of 14 liters, you're looking at a comfortable range of nearly 400 kilometers before your next fuel stop. Now let's talk about what matters to a lot of USA price. Yamaha has been smart here. The 2025 SR550 is positioned as a premium neo-retro motorcycle but remains relatively accessible. In most markets, it's expected to launch with a price tag around a superscript 14.25 lakhs ex showroom in India, or roughly $4,900 in international markets. For that, you're not just buying a motorcycle. You're buying an experience, a lifestyle, even. Yamaha is also planning to offer a range of accessories, custom seats, different mirrors, luggage racks, and even a cafe told the copyright racer conversion kit. So if personalization is your thing, the SR550 won't disappoint. Now, let's talk about the ride experience, because this is where the SR550 really shines. The seating position is upright and relaxed, with footpegs positioned in a slightly rear-set manner for that classic roadster feel. The handlebars are wide and easy to reach, making the bike super manageable even in dense traffic. Vibrations are minimal at low to mid RPMs, and the engine feels best when cruising between 80 and 100 kmph. That's its sweet spot. Above that, you still get enough poke for overtakes, but this bike isn't built for high-speed touring. It's built to enjoy the ride. It's about the journey, the sound, the road feel. It's about connecting with the machine in a way that's hard to describe but easy to fall in love with. The analog-digital instrument cluster is another nod to its heritage. Around pod houses a large analog speedometer with a small digital display tucked in for essentials like fuel level, odometer, trip meters, and even a gear position indicator. It's simple, elegant, and easy to read. No distractions, no nonsense. Just the information you need and nothing more. That's the philosophy of the SR550, minimalism with meaning. For city riding, the SR550 feels light and maneuverable. Despite its old-school look, the bike tips the scales at just around 185 kilograms, which means you won't be wrestling with it in parking lots or tight U-turns. The turning radius is tight enough for urban commuting, and the suspension absorbs most bumps and potholes with ease. On highways, the bike feels planted, stable, and comfortable for hours on end. Whether you're cruising solo or carrying a pillion, the SR550 delivers a plush ride without trauma. Who is this bike for? That's the real question. If you're someone who values classic design but doesn't want to deal with carburetors or kickstarts, if you want a bike that starts every morning without fuss but still turns heads wherever it goes, then this is for you. It's a great choice for experienced riders looking for a second bike with character, or for new riders looking to jump into the mid-displacement category without getting overwhelmed. In terms of rivals, you might be looking at the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, Honda CB350, or maybe even the Jawa 42 Bobber. Each of these bikes has its own flavor, but the Yamaha SR550 brings that unmistakable Japanese reliability and refinement to the retro segment. It feels just a little more polished, a little more thought out, and yes, a little more premium. So, final thoughts. The 2025 Yamaha SR550 is more than a motorcycle. It's a tribute to Yamaha's legacy, brought into the present with thoughtful engineering and tasteful design. It's a bike that you buy with your heart, but it rewards your head too with great build quality, low maintenance, and solid resale value. Whether you're riding through the mountains, cruising by the beach, or just taking the long way home from work, the SR550 delivers every single time. It's about enjoying the ride in its purest form. If you like this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Prince Bike's Update for more honest reviews, comparisons, and all the latest in the world of motorcycles. Got questions about the SR550? Drop them in the comments so we read every one. Until next time, keep your ride smooth and your spirit free. Ride safe, and see you in the next video.